Hey, hello guys, how are you doing today? I know it's a very late EBF stream, pretty much one day late, in fact. Ah, yeah, my my bad. Like sincerely, my bad. Yeah, yesterday was quite a busy day at work, so ended up being the case that spent way more time than expected doing work-related stuff, trying to figure out what the company, or not so much the company, but what the team wants to do. Because like I mentioned in the Discord as well, like bunch of stuff was a little iffy with the whole thing, both in terms of like what they wanted as deliverables and what the end goal of the deliverables would have been. But anyway, hope you guys have been having a good day so far. That's the game. Okay. Reza's hand is like periodically popping in the screen, so let me get rid of that. But yes, if there's enough interest, we could do like horror games past midnight as well. Though, like, maybe somewhere in between, I might want to take like a little bit of time for a breather since, yeah, it's been a little rough so far. That said, from what I heard, this game is gonna be way shorter than EBF 5. I don't know by how much it would be shorter, but I heard it is significantly shorter, so we'll see, I guess, how long it takes to get through this. I don't know if we also want to 100% this game, but yeah, baby steps. We'll see how long it takes to get to the end first, and then we'll decide from there. I don't know, it would be a little... I don't know if you guys would find it to be so, but I find it like it would be a little bit odd if like all the games that I have like cleared are all only EBF, as in like they're 100%, but like majority of them just end up being like EBF games instead. Like I mean the games are cool and all, but at the same time, if every single game ends up being that, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'll be cool. In a way, maybe. Because in terms of other titles, all I have that's really cleared 100% is probably just like very short games, or they're all very short games actually. I don't think like EBF 5 may have been the longest game that I have a full achievement set for now. And to think that would never have happened if we did not stream this game. Or that game rather, I guess. Because like it's not the kind of game that me being very lazy I would have otherwise cleared, I guess, to that extent. Like one thing I realized with like games is that I get very lazy to try to 100% something, cause like there's a lot that needs to be done more often than not. And like, yeah, it's my brain, it just can't handle it. Perfect Games 4. EBF 4. Oh, I guess I did have the last campfire, but even then, that game was relatively short as well. So like yeah, out of all the games that we managed to 100%, the longest game really is EBF 5 at like 94 hours. The last campfire doesn't actually show the total hours played, although that's probably because I don't own that game. My friend does, and that friend lent me his account, and that's why I played it. And then the other two are like very short visual novel-ish games, I guess. Come on. Yes? Fucking... Maybe I should have defense down them first, huh? Rock is fine. Rock is fine. But yeah, work was quite up. My damage is garbage. I mean, I only have myself to blame for that, I think, but still. Man. But who's the heal? She has the heal. Like, she's not exactly equipped to deal damage, so I guess it's to be expected, but still. The white clay guy looks like a healer. Indeed. Regenerate. Fire. Fire. Wait, no, this one is weak to fire, not this one. Okay, fuck. But yeah, also on a completely unrelated note, I heard from a friend that, like, well, a different friend, I guess, because clearly I do have friends, that apparently there's been a lot of like weird stuff going on in Nijisanji with a lot of like VTubers there, like essentially getting fired or like quitting and like going over to the shoujo or something. It's kind of surprising, I guess, the volume at which. Yes. Get that. But yeah, it's kind of surprising the level to which that is happening, I guess, from what I've been hearing at least. And I feel like the bigger issue is more like I don't have full get of an idea how heavily it is affected, or they are getting affected, since I'm not really like following all the YouTuber stuff all too much, but like from what I heard, it seems like it's quite bad. So we need to beat this thing, huh? Oh, the music here. Oh, the music is really pretty cool. Oh, we have to deal with 4 waves? Okay, everything seems to be weak to explosive damage, so let's change Lance's weapon. It's the bomb one. Okay. Anna is fine, Matt is... Bone Blade has no element. May cast 5 seconds skills. Quake is... half type? What does he have? Increase holy and weak resistance. Weaken, increase bomb and stagger resistance. Randomly blesses the player. Pin that boosts HP. You know, that may not be too bad actually. Like, yes please. Why not? Could always use more HP on him. Late stream. I mean, we usually stream yeah, it's about 1 full day late, so yeah, it's a lot later than usual. Oh hey Frozzy, how you doing? Cause yeah, we were supposed to stream this yesterday, but yeah, stuff cropped up at work. So it's today instead. Cool. It's good when that happens. Can I remove the block? This? Yes. Doing good, good. I see. Good to hear that the game is enjoyable so far. Yeah, I still haven't bothered yet. I'm just gonna like wait it out for a bit and see more of the comments about the game before deciding. Especially for the connectivity issues, I want to make sure that like most of the people, like I want to see like how big a proportion of people are actually having connectivity issues before like going all in on it. and like buying the game. Do this. But yeah, if so far there are no issues yet, that's good to hear. Especially for the online play. Like that game offline isn't too bad. Like it's basically just like single player D&D, which is still enjoyable. What game? For the King 2? They made a sequel to that game basically, which was a somewhat old game. Oh hey Rob! Hope you're doing good today. Just refunds, I guess. The thing with refunds is that it's only if it's before the first 2 hours, but 2 hours is a very short amount of time to make a decision. Like I feel like with modern games, 2 hours in general isn't really enough to make a good decision on whether or not a game is truly bad nowadays. Because like back in the day when this 2 hour thing first became a thing, I feel like in general like games weren't like the market for games wasn't as saturated as it is now, and on top of that, games didn't have as much of like a technological ability to create very long drawn out openings that would be entertaining. But now with like AAA experiences, you basically have super long openings that basically means you have not enough time to actually play the game within 2 hours to like know for sure if you like it. And even if you buy an indie game, it's like 2 hours you could play the game because like a lot of them don't have very heavy like cutscenes and plots, yes, but with how many games that are trying to create something different, it's like I want to give the games more of a fair shot before writing it off. But to do that, it's kind of tough. Because like 2 hours is very short to like figure out like, yes, this game that is kind of similar to DD actually has this very unique features that kick in later on that make it very different and fun in its own way. Only up course I got stuck into watching YouTube shorts earlier, so that I don't want to stay up late for them, so I haven't caught this streams lately. No worries, Raul. If anything, yeah, it's like because like I have gone back to being having to work in the day. I can't stream much earlier except on the weekends anymore, for now at least. So yeah, it's tough. Though yeah, glad to hear that people actually do use YouTube Shorts. I do wonder, or I have been wondering like how often people actually like use that feature, to be honest. Like sometimes I do click on them, but not that often. So it's something I've always wondered. FTK2, huh? Indeed, Infidave. Yes. And hey. Hope the sus day hasn't been too sus. You know, like in your attempts to sniff the ooies, hopefully you didn't sniff too hard, so on and so forth. You know, what issue can do for now? That's good to hear. Okay, only he can attack. Yeah, that's the thing as well. Like sometimes I do watch them, but like it needs to be very specific. Am I gonna die? Ooh, finish FTK once. Well, at least you finished it once. I don't think I actually finished it even once in the end. Like I wanted to, but it's a lot like Baldur's Gate. If not for the fact that I was playing it multiplayer with a friend, I don't think I would have finished it. That was very loud. Oh, she's safe from it. Oh, that's pretty base. Oh wait, I'm running out of coffee as well, huh? Okay, okay. Okay, okay. But yeah, I hope you're doing good as well for Dave. Yeah, yesterday was quite a thing, I have to say in the end. Okay, how do I do this? On my machine setup breaks. Your machine setup? You mean your PC? Someone played DD for first time. He killed Wilbur. Okay, I need to stretch the screen a little so I can see the text. He killed Wilbur and lost someone and retreated. He got pretty lucky with virtues and crits. I know he also crit a lot. Even when the champ with level 5 and underdeveloped skills somehow made it through. Ah, blessed that he actually didn't get through it though. Like, that shit is terrifying when it happens. Or like going in under level is terrifying in general. So I can't even do death work. So basically you're saying that today you ended up not having to do anything at work. I mean, if so, that's... Yeah, that's worse, huh? Oh god damn it, now he is. Are you fucking kidding me? Forget your setup multiple times. Oh no. That bad, huh? Wait, do I have a summon that can save me here? Summon? Summon? Good summon? No? Fuck. Cosmic Monolith. I can't even use this. What the fuck? This doesn't work. Oh no. Oh wait. Oh yeah, she wouldn't take that much, huh? Wait, do I not have her? Fuck, okay. It's a good thing I saved before. But what's the company gonna do about it though? Like, surely they wouldn't just like leave it be, right? Or is this where they finally force you to go into work like in the day? Like they're like, this is where they go like, no more remote work for you. It's time to come into the office. It's time to suffer more. Yes, 1 of 3. That said though, so is midnight stream today a goal for horror stream? If the goal was a goal, I'll go do it. Though the only issue is if we do, then it's like what game to play, I guess. He was overconfident, sped up, and he was like, switch never again off. And when switch never again off? Was the what now? And went to DD second dungeon and what, because they came back with insemination, then got the vessel, then had the special torch. Oh, you died first coming back on, then accidentally walked back in. Accidentally, 2 people died and he accidentally walked back, and the whole party wipe in the end. That sounds quite rip. The mental anguish of having to go through that. Wouldn't wish it on anyone. Yeah, come to think of it, like, not without knowing what you need to do, the game can be extremely punishing, huh? Never again was like you clear the dimension and you can't go back. Wait, isn't that the norm? Wait, that can be deactivated? Like, what? I just assumed that was like the default setting for the game. Can deactivate that. What the fuck? I didn't know that. Can turn that off if not on Stygian. I see. Which reminds me, we still haven't actually attempted a Stygian run. Stygian? Stick run yet. Really considering whether or not to give it a try just for the funnies. Get tons of stress and basically convert you. Oh. So wait, so if you bring them back in a second, if you turn off never again, there is still a penalty. It's just that it's a less bad penalty. Is that right? What did you say? Doesn't be enough also over $1 out ahead. You have to come back for this somehow. Oh. Okay. I understand now. You can reuse, but they're insane. Yeah. Basically, like you said, with the whole like, they just get like hurt a lot more, right? If you reuse them in that sense. Hurt a lot more? Or rather, I guess they just stressed. They're more stress prone, I guess would be the better word. If you use them again. Oh. Well, that wasn't too bad. I feel like I have too many skills on her. Yo, hello there, Kyla. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But yes, hello. Inspired by Hexpot and then Profit. Great game choice. Yes, it is indeed a very great game. We came back to play 4 after completing 5. Which chronologically that may sound like it makes less sense, but yeah. It's like we started with 5 first because that got recommended, and then now we've just traveled back in time to play this game, which is like actually not too bad with all of the updates to the UI and UX. It was for Hexpot and then Profit almost killed some people. The Hexpot is quite a screwy one though, I have to admit. Like, without knowing about the hack, it's like, if you brought the wrong party the first time around, she just wrecks the players so hard. It's $1 on a Humble Bundle. As soon as I finish it, I found a guy who made it on Facebook and sent him $60, so I didn't think I enjoyed it when I first saw it. Oh. Yeah, it's surprisingly nice. Playing it now in 2023, the memes are a little dated, but it brings back a little bit of nostalgia as well, which so far I have been enjoying. Like, it simultaneously makes me feel very old and very happy, I guess. And yeah, in terms of balance, the game is pretty good as well. Like, I would say I prefer the fact that Lance is a lot more OP and this feels a little awkward, since I barely used him in 5, but yeah, in 4 he's really super good. Another one drag to hell. Oh no. The hell? Wait, what? The what now? Or did your PC die again or something? Like old stuff. Yeah. Being like, there's a lot of really good old stuff out there as well. It's just a miracle that this game is as good as it is, but Yeah, it's kind of sad as well that it's not more hyped up, I guess. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but yeah. But one that against Microsoft, yeah, like this isn't too bad compared to that. And there's a lot of super good old games as well. Or at least it used to be more experimental, I feel like. I quit anime like 12 years ago because I only like hand-drawn animation and too many tropes in new anime. Ah, I see. Yeah. I mean, new anime, it really does feel like it's just going through the motions at this point more often than not. Like, periodically, there's still some pretty good stuff, but overall, it does feel like the industry is a little lazier. Wait, do I not have a dark spell? Yeah, always all the time I get much from them. New stuff is all explosion and surface level storytelling. 90s and older movies all the time. 90s. So like what? Cowboy Bebop? Or just like not anime in general? Like for me, like the 90s was probably just like Cowboy Bebop. I think when it was Hellsing 90s. Though that was the manga, not so much the anime, I believe. Black Lagoon and stuff like that. Real movies with that one. Ah, I see. Yeah, there's just something very different about practical effects in general. Like, back then you really didn't get companies using CG as much, which does make it more interesting in a way, because like, when they actually attempt practical effects and stunts instead of like just CGing everything, there's just a different vibe to it that makes it feel more real. The Isekai self-inserts. I mean, I wouldn't really want to insert myself into a vending machine. It sounds like a very Happy Tree Friends way to die, so I think I'll pass. I mean, if you wanted an insert thing, why not just To Love Rule? Isn't that great? Maybe? I don't know. I'm not quitting things also archetypes and tropes and character designs. Yeah, I mean there's quite a lot of like, I don't think it was super my wife. Your what now? You mean your wife's boyfriend? But yeah, I mean with anime and archetypes it tends to happen like, as well, I guess, due to the fact that like a large part of it is a bit corporate as well. So like it just tends to be that, oh, come on. Oh, it just tends to be that tendency towards doing what is safe and what other companies have proven to be impactful. No, impactful is not the right word I'm thinking of. There's a word for it, but I can't think of the word, where it's like the thing is successful, then everyone just like follows the trend because it's safe and they know that it will probably get hype. I saw a video one and I saw, I was like, I have 100 girlfriends who like me. Is that really the title of an anime? You know what's great? I have not seen that. That's wait, is that really the name of an anime? Oh, this battle is fucked. This battle is really fucked. Okay, 20 now. 20? Wait, what do you mean 20? Oh, you mean he has gotten 20 of his 100 waifus? Harem. Oh. My dude, this is fucked up. This entire fucking battle is just like, why? It's not about becoming used as a consolidated point. I think will sell best. Yeah, that's true. It feels like with most forms of media, that's happening a lot more now. It's like, it really just has been a case that like... Okay, wait. Move him out. Over time, with all of the... over time, all of the initially indie, like, pioneers of the fields got bought out and got too big. And now they actually have shareholders to answer to. And that makes it a lot harder to, like... attempt something, like, risky. I mean, like, even with movies, it's the same, isn't it? Like, with, like, Jurassic Park and the like. Then there was, what was that one? Not Jurassic Park, but there was the other one as well. What was it? They made a... It was the Warner Bros. One. I can't remember. The Matrix. Oh, yeah, it was Matrix. Matrix. There was a Robocop as well, I think. Although that was a little while back. It's in the movie poster memes. Movie poster memes? I don't think so. This guy's repeating the same story beats. Wait, what did Infodave say? I'll take a Chrome Shell Regios remake. Yeah, I wouldn't mind an HD remake of that, to be honest. Like, it's been a long time coming. You know what? Something I really wish they would remake though? I really wish they would remake like Fist of the North Star. Because like the original 90s anime is fucking garbage. I hated it so much. Like as much as the series gets memed a lot for having like basically like post-apocalyptic Jesus, the anime is actually garbage in terms of the animation quality. Like I watched all like 100+ episodes of it. It was not good. Star Wars only had 3 movies. Yeah. Pretty much. Star Wars is like, it repeats a lot. Like even with the newer movies, like as much as people get very hyped for them, it's like, yeah, but like a lot of the plot points are just getting repeated as well. Wait, can I kill it doing this? Okay, is everyone gonna die? No, Anna won't, no, Nat won't die. Okay, cool. No, at least the prequels was so bad that they were good, but like the newest ones is just like they played it so safe that there wasn't even anything to make fun of. Yeah, I generated posters, Disney and Pixar and something like, did you know of a Polygon on Rock with a lot of people around it? Oh, like where they just make like AI generated posters with like Disney and Pixar art, right? I think the only ones I've seen were like the most horrible ones where like literally people were making fun of like 9/11 and the Holocaust using that. Like those were the only ones I've seen so far. The whole thing was a shit show. Anime is quite Lupin the Third Castle. Oh yeah, Lupin had really good animation back in the day. I don't know about their recent movies though. Lupin Sunset, Lupin the Third. Like I don't remember how good the newer ones are, but yeah. That series was pretty well animated, I have to say, for their older stuff. I know that there's either a movie or a live action coming out this year, or it might have already come out actually, I'm not too sure. But there's like somewhere around now, there's something. Which actually surprised me a little when I first saw it. There's the Girls and Panzers one. You mean movie poster? In a Disney style? I have not seen that one. Is it very cursed? I would imagine it would be. Miyazaki's like first feature film he worked on. Ah, okay, that I didn't know. Huh. Oh, that's actually really cool to know though. Like, the dude's a fucking legend. You know, the one thing that surprises me is that, like, even till today, like, Studio Ghibli is like, I know that they are like way more popular now and way more famous, but like it was kind of crazy that for quite a long period of time they were basically operating like a indie animation studio, even when they could have gone like mainstream. Like they were essentially indie up till, I mean, with how big they were, considering that they had theme parks made after them, it's like it's kind of questionable whether they were considerable indie. But hey, in my heart, they used to be indie until quite later on. So much fun animation from start to finish, yeah. That was a very good one. There was the set of series created by the shit, I forgot his name. Wait, give me a second here. I'm not sure if you have certain stuff like Paranoia Agent, or most of the stuff that is like written by what's his name, Satoshi Kon. That guy is another legend, I swear. Like his style, his works have such a unique style to them that it's really quite lovely. It's a shame that he passed away as young as he was. Like I think he wasn't even 50 when he did. It was very fun, I think. Let's get the river, it's so good. Mononoke, Mononoke, yes. It's a very nostalgic name as well. Yes, chest. Oh, I didn't see what's in there. Wait, Infidave, do you still have a link to it? I genuinely want to see what it looks like. Like, it feels like a lot of it is like the AI generated ones are just big memes. So like, I never really paid attention, but it's the Girls and Pencils one, a big meme as well. But yeah, if you haven't seen like Satoshi Kon's work, it's Kon Satoshi. He makes a lot of pretty good stuff as well, in my opinion at least. Like Perfect Blue and Paprika. Because Paprika is relatively new because it came out in 2006, but that anime, I mean, it's an animated movie, I guess, but like, it was the movie that inspired Inception, if I recall. Like, when you watch it, you can really get the vibes, but like, yeah, that movie was pretty good. That animated movie was pretty good as well. Disney and Pixar down. Yeah, that's the one where the entire movie is about the company collapsing, isn't it? I feel like I have too much stuff on Anna simultaneously. Like, she has too much stuff she needs to do that she can't do everything that she needs to do anymore. Meanwhile, Nat is just like, yeah, I don't know what to do with her now. Okay, I need to remove some of the stuff from her. And so she can actually do her thing. She has too much. Also, thank goodness this thing got siphoned somehow. Who else was there? Like, recent animation-wise, it's like... The only one I can think of that gets a lot of, like, love is probably Shinkai Makoto. And, fuck, what's his name? The Psycho Pass guy. Urobuchi Gen. The guy gets a lot. Like the two like big animators in Japan, or like directors, I guess it's probably just those two when it comes to anime nowadays. It's the kid, bird, and dog from Up Looking into a Graveyard. It's not AI, but that's what I got on search. That sounds... I mean, to be fair, that sounds like the kind of shit source that someone would actually make, to be honest. Like, even if not as an AI thing, I could imagine someone doing that. Got some Panzer. God damn it, Reddit. No. No, this fucking... Fucking Reddit, man. Why are you trying to change my name? No. You want to use... I don't want this username. God damn it. Reddit, god damn it. No. Is that a Sherman? That's a Sherman, isn't it? Don't like modern Disney too, or hand-drawn only. Ah yeah, like the original Beauty and the Beast. Like, oh, that was so fucking good. Like the scene in Beauty and the Beast where they pan down and like they're dancing in the hall. Oh, this is the best fucking animation ever. No, that was so good. That era, man. That one scene has stuck in my brain till this very day. Raymond at Bambi. Yeah, the stuff they used to do back then was so good. But yeah, this is the thing that Infodave sent. Yeah, this thing in the center looks like a Sherman. I don't know what the fuck this is. It has no like gun pot on it at all. You know what? Oh, that looks terrifying. Just seeing that thing pop up on my screen like that. This looks like the Italians have a light infantry support vehicle that looks like this with a gun, kind of like this. But this one just has nothing on the front. I don't know what the fuck this is. She looks like a doll, like a literal like human-sized doll. It's kind of uncanny, but 10 out of 10. Like a oh yeah, this one.
House Tim Boss.
Wait, no, fuck. Okay, wait. It's not. Let me get rid of the ad. Oh yeah, that content is modern. I mean, like... Wait, how old is Frozen at this point? Like, I'm pretty sure, like, Frozen is, like... It's new, right? It's considerable new, right? Or am I just very old? Like, I'm not gonna play the music, cause, like, I'm gonna die if I play it. Like, Disney would, like... send a death squad to my home if I turn on the music, but like this scene, man. Like this fucking scene. Look at the room! It's all fucking hand-drawn! This was all hand-drawn! It's like watching Ufotable. Look at it! Look at it! It's like watching fucking Ufotable in like the 90s. Oh, look at that fucking chandelier. What the fuck? Even the last time I've seen this. Yeah, it's actually wonderful. Even to this day, the fact that all of this is hand-drawn is quite insane. That said, we're not actually gonna play the music, cause I would literally get banished to the Shadow Realm if I did. But like, yeah, it's fucking wonderful. Like that era, you know, Little Mermaid live action, the fishes are cursed. I have not seen the live action one actually. I have not seen most of the modern like Disney stuff, to be honest. Like, I don't think I've even watched like Frozen before. It was so good too. Yeah, it's a shame that like I would probably get like death squatted if I played it. And get garbage like Scuttlebutt. Wait, is that actually a thing? What the fuck is Scuttlebutt? Should I even Google that? What the fuck is this? It's a rap. It's a rap song in the new live action Little Mermaid. Wait, a rap song? In the Little Mermaid? A rap song? Why? That's so bizarre sounding. Treasure Planet 2. Wasn't 2 the one with the very questionable animation, or am I just remembering it wrong? I remember the first one, but I don't remember the second Treasure Planet very well. Check them out soon. Cool. Why is this thing standing here? The fact that this thing is standing here makes me feel like I need to punch it. Like there may be something... No, I don't think that's... Who never saw that day? Oh! Wait, what happened to it? And they changed Kiss the Girl lyrics because they didn't... Decided it didn't show consent. Huh? It was convinced the guy that kissed her to break the curse. I mean, if it's to convince the guy to do it, is that not consent in a way? Like, there are two people who are like... I guess in a way, like, it's kind of like they're doing it not out of the horniness of their desire to bang, but like because of like curse, but like, I don't know. Like, is that really something that they really had to remove because of that? Like, if the whole thing is like, it's very weird that they're like, no, we can't show that because it doesn't show consent. Uh-oh. Oh, when explosive is fine. Okay. Can't ask for consent in Sleeping Beauty. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that is a very big one, huh? Catch 22 GG. No. It's technically like CPR, right? That's the excuse they'll give. You know, it's like CPR, right? If you have to put your lips on the person's lips to save their lives, I think it should be like excusable if like the person didn't consent to them you putting your lips on their lips. Hyun! Yes! I like how they changed it to Kyun instead of Kira. Kira? So they're doing CPR. Wait, you can? I feel like that is like... That depends on the country, doesn't it? I feel like... Right? Surely that's not a global thing, right? Like, there is no like... Surely there's no like global agreement that like... If someone gives you CPR, you can sue the bugger. Like, that just sounds completely insane. You know, that's like getting taken to the hospital because like you got hit by a car. The doctor saves your life and you're like, no, I'm gonna sue you for like cutting open my body to like operate on me to save my life. Like, it sounds insane. You can sue for anything in USA. Ah. Is it just a US thing? I feel like, you know, on the one hand, you know, like there's always the meme that like US people, or I guess the US itself rather, there's a lot of like litigation that always goes on. But at the same time, I can't make too much fun of it because like, you know, like Nintendo like just sues like other game companies over the smallest of things. So I can't even say that like, oh yeah, that's an American thing, because like fucking the crazy companies in Japan do the same thing. Oh, did you know that like this is a way older like case, so like I don't think most people remember this anymore, but did you know about the case of like Nintendo suing someone for making like NSFW fan art? Like some person in America made like NSFW fan art of their game and they actually sued the person like 20 years ago for it. Like, not wanting people to make NSFW stuff to preserve the innocence of the brand, I can kind of maybe get, but at the same time, the fact that it's like it's a dude randomly halfway across the world and they're just gonna sue him like that is bizarre for me. I've never had legit NSFW. Wait, legit as in like official? Disney is why copyright law lasts for like 75 years or something after someone died. Wait, it lasts for 75 years? Wait, I thought it was 20. Oh no, maybe it's 20 here, but 75 in America. I know here it's like 20 years after the artist's death instead. So it's a little different. 70 years and 75 is insane. You know what 75 makes it feel like? It makes it feel like they're gonna like try to cryogenically freeze like Walt Disney's body. Like they have it frozen somewhere. They're gonna let him be pronounced dead for 74 years, and then like on the last year they'll dig him up and say like, look, he's alive. And then they'll like repeat this every like 75 years so that their cryo technology can actually preserve his rotting corpse well enough for this to just like keep up forever. The duration of copyright law is like for 75 years. I just googled it. I believe you. Like I definitely believe you. It's just that it just sounds insane that it's 75 years. There were two Mario porn candidate parodies made in 1993 called Super Horny or Bros. Super Horny Super Text, and made about the rights to both movies and made sure that they never release. Oh, what the fuck? Google's Japan's the same. Oh, it's the same? Oh. Huh. Wait, did I remember it wrongly then? I remember it used to say 20 years back when I was like learning business law, but that was like... No, it's not 20 years yet. It was like 10, maybe more years ago. I could be wrong. I mean, if Google says it's the same, then it's probably the same. That's how Mickey Mouse survived. Just make something really like it so they keep... They just make something really like it so they keep copyright. That's how Mickey Mouse survived. Wait. What do you mean? So... The reason why Mickey Mouse looks slightly different from then and now is because... The oldest one is about to become public domain. About to become. Like, hasn't like Mickey Mouse actually existed since like World War II or something? And like the oldest one is only about to become like public domain now. Or soon. Or they say it's Sleeping Beauty, not Comatose Beauty, so she just so he splashes just water on her to wake her up. Yeah, or like, you know, the worst thing that can happen is he just like gets someone else to kiss her instead, right? Next year will be like 70 years old, or 70 years since Disney died. So it'll be like another 5 more years after that, before it actually gets like fully free. Okay, I needed holy or... Okay, wait, what damages did I need? I needed holy or water. 'Cause, like, 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 holy No, 70. Oh, okay, so it's 70. Okay, I mean, even then, it's insanely long. Holier water. I don't know what kind of loot water you're thinking of, but yeah, why not? Guys, and in the past it became, so it may go to court and become longer. Wait, they can do that? The fuck? Okay. Huh, okay. The fact that they can just drag it on like that sounds bizarre as well. Depend on the current weapon. So I could technically give him this. And like... things money can do. It's insane, isn't it? If only I had money. No, I could literally become like the machine emperor from like Warhammer or something, right? And just put myself into a machine and I'll live forever. Actually, no, that sounds like a horrible existence. I don't know if I would want to do that. They change it for everything, huh? Yeah, it's just surprising that they can change it that easily, so... Oh wait, before that, I need to go back. I need to change the skills a little. Special. Can you learn? No. She can learn heal though. And the spell. Okay. Get skill. Give it to Nat. Oh, the worst movie to be turned into live action be the worst one that already got changed. The worst one that to be turned into live action. Or you mean, I think raw just means like in general that, not like inclusive of the ones that already that hasn't been changed yet. Oh, I don't know which ones have gotten changed other than like the Little Mermaid and the Lion King though. And Aladdin. I would say Aladdin was the worst one, to be honest. Like, across all of the IPs, I would say Aladdin would be the worst one. But Aladdin has already been done. What hasn't been done yet? Disney movies with no live action yet. Can I just Google that? Who will get the Little Mermaid treatment? So movies that have not gotten it yet. Wreck-It Ralph, Snow White. Snow White feels like it wouldn't be too bad. Bambi may be quite bad, yes. But I feel like they're running out of movies that they could do that too though. Like what else is there? Anastasia. Atlantis? But Atlantis looked like shit to begin with. I don't know. Okay, it's not shit, but it's like it just didn't have the same. It wasn't for me, I guess. Bambi. So Bambi, Anastasia. Is there one for the Princess and the Frog? I don't remember. Snow White. But yeah, like all of this, Bambi would be pretty bad. I feel like anything that has a lot of non-human characters in magical situations would go horribly, I feel like. So like most likely Bambi, yeah. Like if it's something that has a lot of like people doing people things, it feels like they can't fuck it up too bad. Because you literally just have people like acting horribly and it would still work. Pinocchio was so bad. I don't even remember the Pinocchio one. Like, I feel like it's just been like wiped from my memory. That one. What else should I shift over? What else can I shift over? Clans? I guess it's fine. Don't remember. I can't remember. I see. It really is just a collective repressed memory at this point, huh? But yeah, I can't imagine it being horrible. Like, Pinocchio sounds like something that would have been really difficult to do in a 3D manner without it looking like uncanny CG. What the fuck is that damage? Okay, he is very safe. This is like this year or last year. Oh, that's probably all the more reason why I don't remember it, I feel like. Like, if it was super recent, I probably would not have watched it. Because like the last 2 years, well, like this year and last year, I just have not been paying as much attention to it. Just due to the fact that I've been keeping myself way too busy. This one was horrible. Cute the Hydra. But this? I mean, yeah, it technically is a Hydra, huh? Since it does have technically 3 heads. Send something in general. Yes, yes. Is it cursed? System restore. This does not. System restore this. Ah, yes, of course. That really does feel like it would take some boomer to get that joke. I mean, like, for those who don't want to open chat, here you go. System restore this, do not erase. Rest in peace, my dude. Rest in peace. You can tell that the person who did this was probably a boomer, since the picture below was like super faded as well. Yeah, it's kind of. No, I guess it. Yeah, I don't know. It's just bizarre, like how easy it was to like erase data on a diskette back in the day, though. Like even looking at it now, it's like, yeah, it really was that easy, huh? Oh, well, there goes the neighborhood. They're dead. They're all dead. Nay. Helvetes Vita! Nee! Okay, wait. Then swap him out. Toss her and resurrect her. But yeah. Disney as well, man. Like, I mean, it's not just Disney, but like, it does feel like a lot of stuff has been going downhill for a while now in terms of animation in particular. You also get XP. Yes, it's one of those games. It mimics the style of like old school RPGs to a T, right down to you suffering because only living heroes get EXP. I think creative is going downhill. Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, like the latest Zelda game was not too bad. I mean, like, all of the horrible patents aside, it wasn't too bad. And if you think about it, Nintendo has been pretty creative with the type of patents that they're putting in to kill creativity in the rest of the industry. How many patents do they have this year? Wait, let me check. Nintendo Tokyo. Tokyo. Oh! 119. That's almost double of last year. Holy shit. I don't think I've heard any new song that's from top 100 that I like. Yeah, but that's the thing. You're not supposed to look for music in the top 100. And it doesn't matter whether it's Japan or global. You're supposed to go indie. Because, like, mainstream is typically not as good. Because it's built not to be something that is unique and interesting, but it's built to be algorithmically the thing that would just hit the most notes for the most number of people. It's not so much a form of music entertainment, more so than it's just like a form of science. Like, even when you talk about like J-pop, it's like, I mean, J-pop, to be fair, is still a little bit better than English pop because like it's more rockish. So like there's still like some level of creativity in the creation of stuff like the instrumentals and all for the accompanying music with the singers, but even then it's still boring compared to like the wider industry of like indie music out there. Yeah, itself isn't bad, but like when still art to make general art and then sell it. Yeah, I mean, but that's like the bigger issue, isn't it? Like AI itself can be used in ways that are beneficial. Like even many of the artists I talk to, they say the same thing. Like with AI art, there's a lot that they themselves can learn and they can use it as a tool to improve other parts of their art. The issue is like, and it has always been the case, like with NFTs, with like Bitcoin as well. It's like there's a lot of people out there who are willing to take these things and use it to like harm others and exploit others as far as they can. And because these people exist in such a large number, it basically just results in like a situation where whenever a new technology comes out, it just ends up harming a lot of people and it makes the technology look bad before like it can actually develop. The only difference is that like at least with AI there's still a little more like actual like practical value than NFTs. So like you can still see it slowly grow and become something bigger. Wait, huh? No, I was trying to change my gear. What happened? New lawsuit. Wait, scrolling. New lawsuit coming up. Scarlett Johansson suing AI generated face. Oh. You mean, wait, she's suing a deepfake? But like, yeah, like AI stuff, it's like, it's tough. I mean, to be fair, like the people who create this AI stuff, they don't actually hold a license to it, which makes it kind of funny since it basically means that they can't really stop people from like stealing their work either. But yeah, it's still kind of fucked up overall. Oh yeah, did you hear about Discord's new safety features they're rolling out? Are they really gonna roll it out? Like, are they really actually gonna roll out those safety features on Discord? I feel like if they did, it would actually harm the site massively. Surely they wouldn't be stupid enough to actually do it, right? 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 Like, they would have to be actually on crack if they thought that was a good idea. Like, admittedly, it's still a better idea than when Unity tried to change their prices. But even then, that's a very low bar to, like, beat, you know? Oh, it's gonna open a can of worms. It's gonna open a lot of cans of worms, considering the fact that they have been, like, not doing their job in terms of privacy protection all these years. Like, where it's really past it, so they will start it. But like, so wait, if I were to type something into a chat, does it have to be a like group channel, or like if I type it in a DM, would I also like get like scolded by Discord for like typing in like something that they just don't like? Like what were the words you mentioned before that they said was a no? Like I remember there was a lot that was a no. Now it's in specific regions, I guess. Well, I guess that should be fine then. What centered masses? Oh no. Are they actually gonna do it? Surely they wouldn't be that stupid, right? I mean, they might, but surely they wouldn't be, right? How is that thing gonna contextually like detect that it's reading the right word from the right language and not like punish someone for typing something that is actually like completely benign in their home language but is like bad in English? You know, like how does this thing actually work? If a word is part of another word, what is it gonna happen? Like if I type the word pass and pass is the word ass in it, and if ass was a banned word, would the word pass get banned? Like the whole thing doesn't make sense. Right, like cause like if their idea is that we'll ban that specific string of text no matter how it pops up, it's gonna like fuck things up a lot. It's not on the spectrum of constanding. I mean, to be fair, like they probably have been like scanning messages the whole time. Whether or not they say they do, I feel like they actually do. Wait, does BA have it? Everyone does it. Yeah, everyone does it, but it's fucking stupid. Like, that style of censorship doesn't work. Because like, it literally like bans the wrong words, and like it actually hurts people who are playing in like foreign regions as well. I mean, banning words. Yeah, I mean, everyone does it, but like the way that you would want to go about doing it has to be very specific, or it would end up banning the wrong words. Is what I'm saying. Like, you know, it typically doesn't really make sense unless it's very vague. And if it's very vague, then it's not gonna do what it's set out to do. But if it's too strict, it's gonna ban the wrong words instead. Unless they're going after very specific, like, power words or something. Right, because there are obviously gonna be some words that, like, regardless of context, it's probably gonna be bad. Right, like, if someone is gonna use the N-word, for example, I don't think that... Yeah, there is no word that has that word in it that would make that word somehow contextually okay in any sense at all. But like, yeah, it really feels like it depends on the word, huh? Like, maybe they can get rid of some of the biggest issues, but at the same time, if someone really wanted to use the word, it feels like they could very easily get around any of those kind of bans. Because we don't actually live in a world with like living thinking AI that can like look at things like a human does and then make a decision. Like, most AI is still like basically just an algorithm that is like doing math to figure out what is right and wrong. And if something is not programmed into its logic, it can't do the thing. That said though, can you actually imagine if someone actually manages to create an AI that like actually manages to surpass humanity? Wouldn't that be terrifying? Like a actual like living, breathing, sentient AI, not just an algorithm like ChatGPT is. Because like as much as people throw around the word like AI, it's like most of what is AI today is not really an artificial intelligence. Is it? Like the A in AI may as well just stand for like algorithmic intelligence or something. Because that's all it really is, right? I like how there's a piss sign on that nuke as well. But yeah, I don't know, man. Sensors are weird. $65, $45, $45. For ya. I wonder if there's any in Japan as well. Oh, I know there's one that people like outside of Japan like to like try and interpret to make themselves seem smart, which is the one with One Punch Man. Whereas like whenever a series has a One Punch Man collab, typically like they will put the word One Punch Man as one, and then they'll separate the word collab in the text instead of just having it as one like instead of putting it like in a straight string. Typically companies have to put the word One Punch Man and then the word collab below instead. And then every time like something like this happens, or like where they put like the word One Punch Man in a bracket and the word collab outside the bracket, there'll always be like one or two big dum-dums who will be like, oh, they're doing this because like what they are word man and then collab if put together becomes the word pussy in Japanese, and they're trying to stop it from happening. And it's like, no, that's never the reason why, you bunch of dopes. Who is the strongest character in an anime or game? Oh, that's a tough one, isn't it? I would probably have to go with end of like the Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star near the end of Fist of the North Star. Mostly because by the end of the series, he's immune to the concept of death. Like, he just becomes immune to the concept. So basically, you just have a guy who can never die. Who basically just kills people by, like, giving them, like, tickles or something. That sounds pretty strong. What else is there? I mean, like, technically the Hulk will be pretty strong as well. No, the Hulk can technically die if he transforms back. But if he doesn't transform back, he's actually really strong as well. Because, like, if I recall, the Hulk also... I guess you could technically kill the Hulk, huh? Like, he needs to get very angry first before he can, like, reach the point where he would never die. Fei Fong Wong is... the No Gears, right? Am I right? I remember him being really cool as well. Like, especially when he at the near end of the game, when he merges as well, like the whole thing becomes really cool. Very underrated, but also pretty badass, that guy. Yeah, I wonder who will win in a fight between him and like Kenshiro. I mean, like, it'll probably just end in a draw, because like both of them probably wouldn't die, but yeah, he is pretty badass as well, I have to admit. Fuck, what was I doing again? Oh, right. Do this. Xenogears. That's a very nostalgic one. I feel like that series, or at least the first game, it does feel like it doesn't get enough love nowadays. She's got in that universe, which was all of time and space, like a monotheistic god. Huh. Oh yeah, that did happen near the end, huh? That does sound very powerful as well, indeed. Yeah, because I remember he did merge with the it. Was it it at the end of the near the end of the game, and that made him super OP. But yeah, I didn't remember the part about the god. That was actually way more badass than I thought. In all incarnations, he only dies from like getting old or something. He's never killed by anything. Huh. Nah, but that's the tough part with it, huh? Like, it's tough to find a protagonist who actually gets killed in their wall, I guess, usually. I mean, maybe in Dragon Ball they do, since it seems like they can just go, like for them, like death is a normal concept. They just go to heaven and train more, but like, yeah, I mean, considering the fact that he can just alter reality, it would be pretty hard for anyone to kill him as well, huh? Like, that does sound pretty badass. Because like even with Kenshiro, it's like he technically never dies. He just becomes like some kind of weird like space Jesus at that point, where he just became exempted from the rules of like the wall at some point. Like I don't even remember how they explained it at this point. All I remember is that he just becomes exempt from like concepts of reality itself. Able to survive the Eldritch crash into the planet, Kim survived a nuclear war and beat 9% of them face, surviving draw and crash in the ocean. Normal gears can't withstand. Yeah, that all sounds pretty badass, huh? Okay, wait, swap him out. Special. Buffs allies attack. Yeah, it feels like there are actually very few protagonists who get to that level in their wall, huh? Everyone's dead. They're dead, Jim. They're dead. Something from nothing. Like the whole concept of creating something. Are you fucking kidding me? Is it just gonna use that same skill over and over? Just destroying planets. Yeah, that does sound pretty badass, alright, for sure. One could even say like Yeah, it just basically spams the same skill until I die, huh? Bro, what the fuck am I supposed to do against that spell? It just like one-shot my entire party every single time. He's cute and he's still considered to be a good guy. Yeah, I mean, if he's actually like just like fucking blowing up planets while like trying to beat just one fucking enemy, it does make it feel like perhaps you know, he probably shouldn't be given that much ability to just like fucking swing his powers around, huh? Like, it sounds super badass that he can just blow up like entire walls with it, but why does it do that? I click on the item and like, okay. He just casually blows up half the wall so he can kill like a random slime. This village. Yeah, just casually blows up a village, why not? Liquid ice. 10%. Okay. What's this thing? Yeah, at that point it really just makes it sound like he isn't all too much of a hero, but more of an anti-hero, huh? This way? If it's like just blowing up entire star systems like that casually. He's trying to save humanity in the end. Is there much humanity left to save if he's like wiped out most of them already? If you think about it, that makes him like a more successful version of Thanos, huh? He's like Thanos, but successful instead. And actually strong, you know? He didn't need like some bunch of jewelry to make himself stronger. He just was naturally strong. So I have a second dedicated to gambling Star Wars and that support to leave and got raided lol. Raided? But the safety stuff they want, let's a video about the safety stuff? A second time with the gambling bots. Wait, as in like by who? Oh, spammers and stuff. Oh, I thought like it was gonna be like a literal like FBI raid or something. And like, wait a minute, that's an illegal casino there. And the whole operation just gets like torn apart or something. Resistances. Doing post-game stuff right now. No, I'm still trying to clear the game. It's more like we are playing it on the highest difficulty possible because I'm a bit of a master chess that way, it would seem. So just struggling to kill some of the stuff because like that thing was just one-shotting me for some reason. I don't know why it's one-shotting me, to be honest, but it was. And now all my gear has been messed up and swapped around because of that. May freeze targets with powerful ice spells, may cast that and that. This is server because it might have been tied to a company a mobile game was in, or then I joined the server. It was a gambling den. The company a mobile game was in. Oh. Wait, so you're actually trying to investigate the company on your own? I mean, that's pretty badass, but yeah, if you're gonna go around like investigating them like that, do be careful as well. You never know what those people could be tracking at times. I haven't played it for many years. You mean this game? Or like Xenogear? Like because like both games are super old at this point. No, that said, Xenogears, I really should go back and give that a try again at some point. Like I really don't remember that the plot was this in-depth into like how badass he was. Did you watch Dragon Ball Super? Isn't Super like the most recent Dragon Ball? Wait, am I right? Or is that a different one? Yeah, I watched the first 10 episodes. I remember thinking that the animation was super bad and then I stopped. Now, the plot could actually be interesting, I don't know. The animation could have gotten better, I don't know. But my impressions at the first 10 episodes was that the animation was horrendous compared to like previous Dragon Ball animes. So I just dropped it at that point. Like, if it was actually entertaining, do let me know and I'll actually go and watch it. It's original Dragon Ball. The original Dragon Ball is so much better, both in terms of the plot and the animation as well. Like, it makes Super look like shit because the original Dragon Ball, or like the series up to that point, was so good. Cool mobile game. Joined Discord after a week. Someone said like, when is the NFT drop? Oh, yeah, we so confused and like the company might have been an NFT company or something and they had a Discord. Oh. Huh. No, but wait, if they already had a mobile game like up and running, why would they do that with the NFT then? Oh shit, but if you like the big fights, then Super is fun. But I like the characters and adventures more, so for me it wasn't great. But like, don't the big fight? Yeah, I guess the big fights were typically like very draggy at points in the original Dragon Ball. So I don't know if this one does it better, but I could see people liking it a bit more, perhaps, if like the fights are better choreographed. Dragon Ball Z has the big fights. Yeah. Yeah, with Super, I didn't watch it too much. That's why all I can really say is that like, hey, if it really was very big and massive, I can see why people would enjoy it for the spectacle. But like, yeah, it doesn't really feel like it's very much what Dragon Ball was about. Like you said, like the characters and the adventure felt like it was what made the show what it was. Yeah, basically before like power levels were all like cracked up and like broken. That bit way back in the day sounds like it would have been a lot, or it was a lot better, to be honest. Look, I can see why people would just like watch it for the sheer spectacle of watching people punch each other as well. And yeah, there's one there in the beginning. These more like realistic martial arts kind of. Yeah, they did. At the very least, it was more about them actually fighting instead of just hitting each other with like the soul bomb and all of that. It felt a lot like over the years, because it's like the weird thing where like they kind of had to keep making people stronger, and then they just scaled people up so much that everything just felt like it became a little silly at some point. Genre. Yeah, it reminds me of like early JoJo as well. Yeah, I don't know if you found it as entertaining, but like as much as people shit on the earlier JoJo's, like I do enjoy the first and second season more. Back when like, especially the second one, where it was like heavily character focused instead of like every episode they fight a person with a new superpower instead. Like that era of like 80s, 90s, where like things were more simple, I guess. And I mean that in a good way. Was quite enjoyable. it felt a lot like a lot of these series that have like what the fuck? What was that? Fuck. Okay, wait, give me a second here. Ow, that hurt. Okay, I'm not bleeding, am I? Was there a scab there? Oh, fuck, there was a scab there. Fuck, okay. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, wait, guys, give me a second. Let me. I accidentally, I was like, my leg was a little itchy, so I scratched it. And apparently while scratching it, I picked a scab that like somehow lodged itself into my fingernail. Oh, fuck, okay, that kind of hurts. There's no blood, so don't worry about it, but yeah. What really happened was Toriyama wanted to quit writing Dragon Ball, the company offered more money, and then he got sick, and he tried to make a story wall so he could move to the next project and not be typed Dragon Ball. And you get to Z. That's actually like... It feels like one of those things where like it was done super cynically, but like people just ate it up anyways, and it just like ended up being even more popular. Which is kind of sad at the same time. That like the idea of like them intentionally cynically making something horrible in hopes that like it would end, and then it just got eaten up instead. Can't make the whole shonen genre exist. Huh. Or big fights. Yeah, they cracked up big fights that somehow became super popular in the end, huh? Our marketer's idol has fallen made by marketeers? The crypto game and more game. Crypt10 Crab is a crypto game running. Collection and spin off in the highest so crab what takes a giant leap toward the future of crypto gaming. I highly doubt that it's actually doing anything, but hey, what I don't know how much money they paid the person to write that article, but sure, why not? I guess we could like let them believe that what they believe is true. Musketeers. Such a bizarre thing. Like the whole concept of crypto gaming and play to earn is so bizarre to me, to be honest. Like even till now, I still cannot comprehend how the concept of crypto games can even exist. And like, no, I guess it makes sense. Like it really is a case of like people being like scammed to buying into it long enough for the game to survive long enough before the eventual crash. But at the same time, it feels a lot like many gacha games out there where it's like there's only so much that you and so far that you can creep a game before things get silly and the game's economy breaks, and then like the whole game comes crashing down. Right, like, I think like if I recall, as cynical as it is, like many mobile games out there, especially gacha ones, typically the designers design them with an expectancy that the game will end service in 4 years. Which makes it feel all the worse when you think about how much money gets thrown into them. Concept of this crypto sports inspired by traditional better fish fight origin in Southeast Asia and King of Thailand. Isn't animal ring fighting like fucking illegal and inhumane? Isn't that like cockfighting and all that? Or am I thinking of something different? No, it literally is just cockfighting, bro. That's actually fucked up. Crypto sport that's based off fucking cockfighting. Crypto games I drop musketeers. Yeah, it's a shame that they sold out that way. You know, the funny thing is that if everyone thought like you're dead, I think at this point Square Enix will be bankrupt as well. Like even Square Enix sold out to crypto quite a bit when it like got popular. Like there was a period where I was actually planning to make a video like just like making fun of some of their old crypto games, because there's just so many that still exist that they made that like never got like international eyes drawn onto it. It's just that I've been so lazy because I don't want to actually play a crypto game just to make that video. Like literally they have like games that are the equivalent of an early 2000s like gacha game, which is basically like games like Rage of Bahamut, which had no gameplay. They actually made that in 2022 online. Like not online, but like on the web servers called Line. Which was so bizarre to me. Rage of Bahamut. Yeah, like Rage of Bahamut was fine for its time. In fact, I actually respect the game a little bit, because it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was probably the first like social mobile game that attempted to add in a free auction house into its economy. Like they were the first game that they very well may have been the game that initially accepted the idea that was put into Diablo 3 and that destroyed the Diablo 3 economy. Is that the agree and leadership stuff like that was from there? I would have thought it would have been from Grand Blue or something, but beta fish are extremely territorial and maybe quite aggressive, extremely fight to death if it welcomes other creatures. No, that's what I was saying. Like the idea, the entire idea of what was inspiring their game was basically just like, even if you exclude those fishes specifically, it's like the entire concept just sounds like cockfighting. Or basically like just like animal fighting in general, I guess, since they did put that in their description, which is just extremely inhumane. Like just the concept of using animals for any kind of like blood sport. It's just like nah, man. I don't fuck with that. You want to kill your cow to eat it for the beef, go ahead, but like don't make them like fight to the death for it. Oh, game, sorry, my typo. Wait, was there a typo there? Inspire a game. I mean, I don't see the typo, but yeah, it's fine. But yeah, Rage of Bahamut, man, that game was interesting. I remember playing that quite a bit, although I didn't spend on that one. I was actually one of the people who was stupid enough to think that like if I played the game long enough, I could basically use the in-game auction system or like trading market to like get the stuff I want. I played the game for like 2 years. I never got a single thing that I wanted. Crypto not being games. Like it's like the idea of crypto games, like the gameplay loop for those games does not make sense. It's the thing, to me at least. Like I'm not sure if I need to explain what a gameplay loop is. Let me just get a very simple like example from like Google instead. So like a gameplay loop is basically the loop that you want your players to go through in a game, right? Like basically, like if you want something super simple, it's like you just, yeah, basically this, right? Like you buy gear, you kill monster, you get gold, and you buy gear, and then you basically get the players to run this loop, and this loop essentially creates the game. Very simple, but the thing with this loop is that the loop needs to loop, or it does not work. Like all games to some extent have a loop. And like the way that games sustain from the start to end while remaining consistent and entertaining is through the use of a gameplay loop to some extent. Like with a modern game, obviously it gets more and more complicated and like all of that. But like the thing with the loop is that in the end you need a loop. But the issue with crypto games is that you will never truly have a loop, because somewhere in this loop there needs to be a way for the player to leave the loop, which is the cash out. Right? Like basically, like if you think about it in a crypto game, like you would basically have like these 3 steps, but most likely like one of these 2 steps would be where you could cash out instead. And the issue with that is that more often than not, you're not making a game at that point, because like you're basically creating something that appears to be a game, but it's really just more of a casino that's letting you like cash out money. And because people are gonna constantly cash out money, the loop will never truly like fulfill itself. And the game will at some point no longer be about having a good time and playing a game, but it instead becomes about like maximizing profitability instead. Which many of the crypto bros, probably that's why they play these games. They're like, to them it's like the mentality is that like, yeah, I can play a game and earn money, what could be better? But the issue is that like with those, that isn't really a game to begin with. Is there any competitive gacha? No, but with a competitive gacha game, you typically can't really cash out either. Or well, you're not supposed to cash out rather. Like you could technically sell your account to earn money, but the thing is that those games are typically not designed with the intention of you cashing out your winnings in that sense. Like you get a big account and the intention is for you to hold that big account and continue to spend more into the game for eternity. But at least with those games, people are not actually leaving the gameplay loop itself. The loop itself fulfills and it continues to give them the dopamine that keeps them inside the loop. As much as it's fucked up because the game essentially turns enjoyment into a job instead, it still fulfills the idea of a game marginally more, I would just say like marginally more than a crypto game. Like obviously it's not gonna be anywhere close to even a like what's a like it won't be any what's a shitty like PC game I can use as an example. Like it wouldn't be anywhere close to a Cruelty Squad even, right? But even then, a gacha game still like is slightly more of a game than a crypto game, just because of the fact that like you have a proper loop that is built to give people the dopamine they need to have an enjoyable experience, even if it's only for less of the game, I guess, than a actual like full price title game. Also, I just realized I've been using the wrong skill the whole time. Change DD gambling then to the gacha slot. I mean, if you're playing BR, it's about the same, isn't it? You have a 5% chance to win money, you have a 5% chance to lose money. And you're putting money in to lose money. The only difference is that your character actually gains something out of it. Also, this dragon is stunned for 3 turns. Things are not looking good for it. But yeah, come to think of it, though, are there any non-competitive gacha games more like? Like there are gacha games that are less competitive, but I don't think there's actually a gacha game where it's non-competitive. Is there? Maybe there is, but I can't think of any. Like, the idea of a gacha game that does not have any form of, like, competitive segment that plays some level of importance to the overall gameplay. Like, I can't think of any. Like, even when, like, initially when that team I'm working in now tried to propose, like, a gacha game design for their next title, it's like, there were many things that they could not agree with each other on, but the one thing that they could agree on was that they needed some kind of PvP element just so that they could, like, keep people, like, invested into spending more. And when I think about it now, I'm like, yeah, I can't think of a single game. Maybe FGO? But FGO is a little different because of the... Yeah, I guess FGO, huh? But aside from FGO, there isn't any other, is there? Like Genshin has it, Star Rail has it. Azure Lane kinda does with the PvP, which most people don't care about other than Sweat Lords. Princess Connect had it. Ridge of Bahamut had it? Is that how much? The thing got sent back to the drawing board, so we're starting from scratch. The good news is that when it got sent back to the drawing board, the head honcho investor man said that, like, it does not have to be a gacha game. Which, I don't know what the rest of the team thinks about it. I'm very happy that it does not have to be a gacha game. So, like, initially when I joined the company, it was after they had already submitted the ideas, and then, like, they were planning to move ahead with a gacha game, but, like, the idea got rejected because, like, as I mentioned on stream that time, like, the scale was too big. I'm not sure if you remember it, but, like, I was really talking about, like, how the idea, the scale of what they wanted to achieve was too big for the team. And, like, essentially, like, with that game, it was just, like, the scale, no, it would not work. So I was like, nah, okay, this may not end well. And sure enough, when it went to, like, the presentation phase, it just did not work out. Any demographic? Not right now. Right now, it's, like, just before that phase where it's just like they're looking for ideas for a game concept in and of itself. So, like, they don't really have a plan yet of who they want to target, because basically the game has been sent back to the drawing board. So, like, it's really, like, right down to the basics of, like, what kind of game do you want to make, and, like, who do you want to target with it, I guess would be, like, within that step. But, like, the first and foremost step of, like, what kind of game do they even want to make, they don't really know. It's the thing I mentioned in the Discord as well, where I, like, proposed, like, 4 titles to them. One of which was a rhythm-based version of Valkyrie Profile. Like, it was basically just like a Valkyrie Profile, but you basically turn the combo system. You basically take the combo system and you just turn it into a rhythm game instead. So you basically would get, like, you would be able to increase the combo if you, like, did the attack combos within Valkyrie Profile with according to the music and all that. Which yeah, I don't know. Valkyrie Profile was fun, but, like, it's a shame that the system is not utilized more. I ain't got no rhythm. It's fine. The game is... You see, that's where the demographic we can pick from there. Right. You basically go for people who are both interested in an action game and a rhythm game, something along the likes of what's it called? It's not Omnia Opera, but that style of games where you're basically making stuff like Crypt of the Necrodancer or that one fucking Final Fantasy like action rhythm game. Like those games are interesting, and the market is, or rather the market of new titles or within that genre is very limited as well. So if you want to create a indie level title with a low budget, I was like, yeah, that sounds like a spot that might be worth targeting. Then aside from that, it was a cookie. The most cynical one I submitted was literally just a cookie clicker. Because I basically just submitted like 4 full like design documents, and one of it was just for a very cynically made like cookie clicker. It's the one that I mentioned on the Discord as well, which what's the name again? It was the Eternal Money Printing Game Designer Training Waifu Cookie Clicker. Yes. Because like basically the issue was that like the team does not have a lot of experienced staff as well. So like all I said was like, okay, we're gonna make mobile. Oh, you mean like in general? I submitted 3 desktop games and 1 mobile game idea. No, I guess two. One of it was literally just a card game. Look, I just submitted the card game with the idea of, okay, this card game, it's designed with 1 idea and 1 idea only, which is, it's designed with 1 goal and 1 goal mainly, which is basically to poach the user base from Weiss Schwarz. So we're gonna make a game that is casual but with more depth. Just a little bit more depth than Weiss Schwarz, and basically giving the players more freedom as well. And then a large part of it was going to like explaining how like the systems themselves will work to basically give the players a bit more freedom in comparison to Weiss Schwarz. And then like how we will basically use this to then turn it against them by like not only sniping the IPs that they already work with, but by also leveraging the current company's like brand name to also like easily wedge into the market for Weiss Schwarz, because Weiss Schwarz is a very easy game to like poke at. Because like Weiss Schwarz is a card game which is exceptionally like luck based, and where most of its players do not like the game that they are actually playing. So it's a lot easier to like target that game and try to wedge into its market. And then the game will just release on both PC and mobile, thereby giving it an edge over Weiss Schwarz, which is only physical cards. Because that way you can ensure that the card affordability is even better than Weiss Schwarz. And then you will basically have a link to a physical, like a few physical locations from which you could like print a physical version of your super rare cards as well, which actually no, that bit may not work as well, huh? That last bit there, I might have to rework that bit a little, thinking about it now. But yeah, it was basically to make a mobile and more accessible version of the game with a bit more gameplay. Then the third one was a combination of a Metroidvania with it was how do I explain this? It's like the third idea was a Metroidvania, except that you basically had to control a character who operates like a Cow Clover from BlazBlue, where essentially you have 2 characters simultaneously. You would be able to switch between the 2 characters at any given time, and they'll always be on the map together. And you would always control one character while giving commands to the other character. And the game will basically be about you using the 2 characters to combo the enemies instead, to deal additional damage. All while you basically had a child raising simulator in it to raise the second character. So basically you had one character who was more or less static in terms of their abilities. And then the second character, you could basically raise them into multiple different forms to basically like change up the types of combos that you can pull off and how they react within battle. All while you basically run around and explore a town, which will give you like more gear and items with which you could then use to like expand further and get further within the Metroidvania style parts of the map. I'd be so happy if you guys create a simple puzzle card game, tower building, and you get materials by matching it on a farm mine dish and you can craft tools. I remember it's like, I think it's like town called Power Pack etc. I mean, that would be kind of cool. You mean like on mobile? Also, I forgot that we were playing a game. God damn it. What, and for Dave? How you doing? What? Nani? I mean, it would be interesting. The issue is just more that the company itself is it's very hard to convince them on the ability to like. It's very hard to convince them that like to do anything on a small scale with a like at a indie level, which is why I'm having troubles now, cause like the team is in this very weird spot where like we could technically attempt something like that instead with like a smaller budget and fewer people, but like they wanna like use a team that is relatively big in size with a lot of like unskilled members. So it's like there's this issue of like you have so many people in a team, but like most of them don't know what they're doing, they don't know what they want. And then we still need to develop a game while ensuring that the costs to pay all those people to operate the team can be met. And then they have like very high standards for like assets which shouldn't be that high in the first place. Like they don't have a proper understanding of like how much assets could actually cost if you're not like paying people like a AAA company does. So from like linking 30 grass spawning wheat from combo to basically you can start a quick route to start. Ah, you can use wood to craft rigs to collect all grass on screen. Huh. It really is a like a full puzzle like survival thing, huh? Yeah, I mean crafting rather than survival, but like I wonder. It would be tough to convince them of such an idea, but it would be interesting as well. Like the tough part of trying to convince them of such an idea is just more the fact that like it's very hard to convince them that the monetization is viable, even though it technically should be, because of the fact that like they are stuck in a very old-fashioned styles of like I guess at this point it's old-fashioned, huh? They are stuck in this like very old-fashioned ideal that the only way that you can make money on mobile is through the gacha, which technically the way to make the most money is still the gacha, but they don't seem to understand that like it's not the only way. And because of how like low their confidence is, it's like they want to make something that can succeed, and they want to, but the thing is that because their confidence is so low, it's like they plan things with like a very low goal in mind. And so like because their goals are so low, the only way that like that goal can actually make money is through a gacha. Because like when you talk about like an indie game, for example, right? When people make these games, a lot of them they make it with the do or die attitude of like we may fail and things may go horribly, but even then we're gonna push and make this thing and hope it does well. And typically when you make an indie game, right, it's like you make it with the goal of like you're planning to reach like X number of people, and that X is typically relatively big. But like when these people talk about like trying to make a game, it's like they are goals are very small because they don't expect people want to play it. And so like whenever they like come up with an idea, it's like the number of people they expect to play, they look at the numbers that they have to like cover in terms of like cost and all that, and they're like, no, this game wouldn't work, that game wouldn't work, because like we'll probably have to attract like this many people, and this is a very high number. And like when you ask them like, oh, okay, so how many people do you think we need at minimum to cover the cost of this game? They'll be like, oh, we need to sell like 70,000 copies at $15, which is like, bruh, if you're gonna get 10 people involved in the designing of a game, and you're gonna spend like $500,000 on it, and you're only expecting 70,000 people to play your game, like the goals do not make sense to begin with. Like, if that's the case, this 500,000 should be used in a much more responsible way. It's like, yeah, I don't know, man. That initial thing that needs to be overcome with like the apprehension they have because of a lack of understanding of like indie game design. Like literally a small scale indie game, you could just make something with like a shoestring budget with like 3 to 4 people, but they're like, no, we need like 10 to 20 people, and we need like $500,000, which is like, my dude, are you sure you're trying to make an indie game at that point? It's like Hollow Knight started with like 3 people, and she started with 1. But yeah, paying to unlock stuff, though, that said and all, it's not too bad of a way to go about it, to be honest. Like, if I recall, like, statistics have also shown that, like, the thing that people are most willing to pay for in general, especially in the West, when it comes to, like, expenditure on microtransactions in mobile games, is typically on convenience. Like, in the East, especially in, like, countries like Japan and Korea, it's like you have a bigger majority of people who are willing to wail on gachas, but in the West, it actually doesn't tend to be the case as much. Like, the way to capture the biggest breadth of, like, users is to actually, like, create a game that makes people spend on convenience-based microtransactions instead. So like, you give them ways to reduce the grind or stuff like that. Move limit, like, you know, throughout the game you can upgrade, and so that the rig is basically a free turn. Yeah, like stuff like that, where you basically like give the players the ability to gain more convenience or gain rewards faster. Like, stuff like that actually tends to work better, especially in the West, which is kind of interesting. What? Speed up? Accuracy up? Oh, they were casting the thing. Fuck. So that's what that was. But wait, so how does the move limit in that game work though? Is it like a... What's the one I'm thinking of? Is the move limit like a more of a stamina bar, where it's like you can move 30 and then you have to wait for your stamina to replenish before you can move again? Or is it like a... Or is it like a 30 moves and then your game over if you didn't finish it by then sort of thing? On for 30 matches and then you get booted and have to wait. Ah, okay. So it's not like it just games you over like Candy Crush or something then. Got it. A part of me was misunderstanding that it was like gonna be like a Candy Crush or something. The fuck? Did you swipe my part? Okay. Let's make the most resources out efficiently. That does sound quite interesting still though nonetheless. Okay, so here's the thing now. Okay, it's 10:48 here. What I'm thinking to do now is probably go off for now. However, before I do, let me just do a quick interest check. Would anyone be interested in me doing a horror stream like 2 hours from now? If so, I'll be back around then for that. Else, I'll just go to sleep. I'll be asleep. Okay, so that's one no. Like, if there's actual interest from anyone else, I'll probably do it, but like... If not, yeah, I'll probably just go to sleep or something. Because I know that like if I do it, I'll probably be just like scaring myself shitless way too late in the night. Which, unless there are actually people who are interested in that, it's like eh. These flame balls are one-shotting. Yeah, they are just one-shotting. I don't know why. It's really annoying that they're so easily able to do that. Like, I saw the thing's punch. It's doing like 6k per punch or something. And that's just instant 10k. The issue is that they're one-shotting so hard that I don't really have the time to like scan them to see what they can do either. Okay, now I can. Okay, scan. May revive itself and kill. Okay, at least now it should be a little better, cause like the thing that was making it really bad was the fact that there were multiple of them, but like now that there's like just a few of them, it should be better at least. Although the fact that they're constantly targeting her specifically is none good either. They're weak to dark. They're weak to dark, which I'm using, but not enough yet, it seems. Oh wait, no, he's stunned now. Yes! Oh. Why didn't that do 58k before? I don't fucking understand. Now he got... Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, there it is. He just got one-shotted that time. I don't fucking understand. Like, up till that point, it's like I was suffering so much with him taking like 10k. And now he just dies. Damn, I can't read the writing on them. Why the fuck did you ask me to collect the scrolls? Cloud boots? No, gold key. What are you? Something kitties to a nice fur coat. Oh no. It's a cat murderer. No. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, yes. Oh no. Oh, yes. Well, that worked out. I'm here. Okay, this is the way on to kill the chocobos. Maybe at some point, we probably, if we want to get the treasure chest, we definitely have to. So some chocobo murder may have to happen later on. I can't get past that. Okay, we'll do this one first. Buff him. I like how he just has like all the flares on the front, which just makes him look very silly with that like skull shirt and like the heart and the fish on it. Like, yeah. I love how silly he looks, but yeah. Just a little bit of a funny. They do so much fucking damage. Like, the only thing that's keeping me alive right now is just the fact that I bought a lot of like coffees to like constantly revive myself. There we go. No. Okay. Got that. Then we go here. At the very least, I want to complete this battle before I go. So that like the next time around we can start in front of the temple. Then I don't have to think about where to go next. Because it will be a bit more obvious. Explosive, wind, okay. Wind damage. special. She has a wind skill. No, House wouldn't do much though. Like everyone is just support for Lance's damage at this point. Like it's all this one? So many conventional drug. All Xamic opinions for one treatment than market as a diet drug. Appetite suppressant was terrible for you. It was concentrated and you take it for life basically. If you get withdrawal moment, you're gonna eat any more others had different damage. Oh, that's actually fucked up. Entire day late. Yeah. It was initially meant to be yesterday, but like this time around it was like my bad. Where like because of work I had to like shift it a day. No, hey Lolafun. Hope you're doing good. But yeah, the drug you just mentioned, Raul, like it actually does sound quite horrible that was even being marketed to people at all. Also that bird just like stole my mana, my MP. It just stole it all. Series. Yeah, it really is very annoying, I have to say. What the fuck is that? It's just like okay, 70 boost. The elements are horrible as well. Why does it look too... you fucking kidding me. I hate it. I've barely fought it and I already hate it. I don't want to fight it anymore. Like why can it do that? That's actually fucked up. Still vulnerable to land though. I mean, it kinda is, yeah. Only stands in his way. Like everything is vulnerable to lands. If we set our minds to it. Actually, I should use the lightning skill on it instead, huh? With zero darkness cloaks or whatever. They very well might be a reference to that, to be honest. Like, I would not be surprised if it was just a reference to that. Like, a lot of things in this game just feel like a reference to something or another. But yeah, the only annoying thing was that this bird came with the other bird, and the other bird was immune to her. No, the other bird absorbed lightning, so in order to like hit everyone at the same time, it's kind of annoying. Although to be fair, I probably didn't have to think about that too hard either. Joy. Come to think of it, wasn't EBF for the... Oh, Was it no, not 4? Was it 5? The one that had the thing. Or what? Did EBF 5 not have the thing where if those like fuckers that blow up hit you? No, if you kill them on the last turn, that they still fly in and hit you with the after damage before like the battle actually is considered as like ended. Or am I thinking of like something different? Okay, wait. Scan. It's bugged and forward, but it's before they have a chance. Oh wait, is it actually a bug? Like I feel like in 5 they used to do that a lot and it was super annoying that they used to do that. So if anything I was kinda grateful that they didn't do that in 4, but hey, if it's actually a bug, nobody tell Matt about it, alright? He doesn't need to know to fix it. Some things are best just left the way they are. Yeah, it's fine. He doesn't need to know. There's no need to ask him about it. Clearly. Jump when you KO. Not having to be charged when you KO? Wait, what was that bug? That actually sounds kind of broken. Oh wait, no, why did I do that? No. Damn it. Keep spamming as long as you one-shot them. What the fuck? That sounds a little broken, but yeah, I guess if it was a bug, then it couldn't be helped, huh? Well, I guess it's a good thing that he realized it and fixed it for the later titles, instead of just leaving it as is. Although it would have been nice to just be able to spam it whenever. Would certainly have made the game a lot easier. Maybe even arguably a little too easy, but yeah. Death! Death! And more death! Oh yeah, I'll probably head off after this battle then, since it's getting late. Plus, there's 2 more days of stream this week, since this did start a lot later than expected. Guardian. Oh! It's the OP skill from the previous game. I remember this one. No, that should work. It's still single target, right? I think. Okay, we'll take it off for now so that I remember, and then we'll save here. Have a look at it. Look at it. Buff and allies defense, magic defense, and evade. Guardian new. Pause leave it to. Oh yeah, it does. Oh shit. Wait, that's actually. Okay, yeah, that's actually really broken if that's the case. Yeah. Buffs evade as well, huh? It's actually mental. Okay, we definitely need to give it a try next week. Hopefully next week it should. No, next week we'll be off because I need to deal with like family stuff. And then I'll come back next week and a week after with EBF 4 on Thursday. I'll try my best to ensure that we do it on time. Though at the very least, stuff should be a little more free, I think, because like there isn't as much to rush through considering like they have been sent back to the drawing board in terms of like the whole like phase of design that the company is in right now. So I should have more time, so we should be able to do it without much of a hitch, I'm hoping. But yeah, that's it. I'll be heading off for now. If anyone once again is interested in like a horror stream like about 1.5 hours from now, do let me know and I'll come back with something spooky. Else I'll be going to sleep. Yeah. But that's it. Thanks for dropping by again. Once again, I'm sorry that it was so late. I'll make sure that the next 2 weeks, I mean the after the next week, the next 2 weeks are definitely gonna be like on time. Even if I have to like shamelessly leave work early to make sure it works out, I'll try my best to make sure. But this, yes, you guys have a good rest and a good rest of the week. Or if I don't see you guys until the next EBF stream, then have a good work week and weekend ahead. Enjoy your weekend and enjoy the week ahead. Bye bye, Lollifun. See you soon, hopefully, and take care. Take care. But yes, I'll be heading off now, so enjoy yourselves. Take care and bye bye.